I'm only 2 films old, sir, so I can't really say what the process is. I can definitely recognize certain things that I've felt in the making of both of these films.
We discuss life on multiple levels. We are sometimes discussing different philosophies. We are sometimes discussing politics. We are sometimes discussing world politics.
I think you have the greatest opportunity to actually learn and derive so much from every film that you're a part of.
If I tell them, let's do this, it's not like, sir, aap bol rahe hain to kar dete hain. Hi, this is Shashank.
This is Janvi.
This is Ishaan.
And
you're watching Bollywood Hungama.
Success press conference today that when Karan Johar asked you about that, आपकी धड़कनें कैसे race कर रही हैं, तो you said that let's not intellectualize it. But the fact is that
I said intellectualize.
So whatever.
Intellectual.
But the sort of family that you hail from and everyone around you, meet your brother as well. So you have that, I think, that ingrained intellectual element which is there as well, and I think that you do bring to the table as far as your performances are concerned, be it Majid Majidi or be it Shashank. There is something that you manage to say that is internalized. You like to internalize at a very young age, which is, I think, quite interesting as well, the way you manage to do that. What is your process like when you're just trying to just become that character, just understanding the situation with that you are in at that point of time, the context?
Well, I think I'm only 2 films old, sir, so I can't really say what the process is. I can definitely recognize certain things that I've felt in the making of both of these films.
No, why I say that? I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you know, I'm sure because many things जो होती हैं आपकी preparation आपकी शायद बहुत पहले से start हो चुकी होती है. The stories that your mother must have told you about your grandfather and various situations and the sort of ideologies that they possibly had. So I'm saying from that maybe it is stemming out from पहले से आप शायद preparation certain चीज़ों के लिए आपकी शायद हो चुकी होती है. You just have to dip your hands into it and just take it out.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously bring all your past experiences, the generational experiences of your family and all that you know, you bring it all to the table. You have to give your heart and soul to a film to bring it to life. I really believe that. I really don't think it's a frivolous thing at all to play a part and to invest yourself in it. I think you have the greatest opportunity to actually learn and derive so much from every film that you're a part of, that I think it would be a sin to waste that. So I think it only comes from that you know, yearning to want to learn and to want to become this, you know, live the life and to feed off of it. That's always the idea and the approach. And I think the approach may change, but the general thing is for me, it's most important to understand the character as deeply as I can. And whatever it takes to do that, I'm happy to do, you know, be it, you know, in the preparation process or, you know, during the shoot. If I have to go out on a leg and do something that maybe I as Ishaan would never do, it's the biggest opportunity for me. For example, there's some things that physically, like for example, I would not jump into muck, which probably has excretion and God knows what all in it. But when I didn't question it for a moment when Majidi sir asked me to, you know, jumping into a well, it's literally like you have to surrender. It's a leap of faith here, you know. But there was a good energy and there was that faith, you know, on this film. So I'm happy to do that, you know, and I always come out of it learning something.
And just to add to this is also I feel is both of them, and with my interaction to them, is that you know, the conversations in their houses, the conversations we have always had, has never been one-dimensional. The conversations are not just always about movies. It is always about life, and I think that's what these two bring to the table, or rather to their characters, is that we discuss life on multiple levels. We are sometimes discussing different philosophies, we are sometimes discussing politics, we are sometimes discussing world politics, different things that are happening, incidents, poetry, music, dance, so many different aspects of life, and we're having and what I'm very glad about the two of them is that they're well versed with it and they understand it and they have a perspective to it. So I think that perspective enables us to have a very open discussion. That's why discussion is not very one-dimensional. Like it's not a, as he said, it's not a frivolous discussion. Like if I tell them let's do this, it's not like sir aap bol rahe hain to kar dete hain. It's not that. It's a very open conversation about why would this character do it. You know, so there have been so many times where we have actually discussed the entire past of what, you know, what happens in a Rajput household, what happens in a, lower middle class restaurant owner in Udaipur. What is his background all about? Taken them through life lessons to kind of maybe come across in a very simple moment. In fact, I remember one of the song montages, we having a long discussion about what the history of
just a small
life is. So I think because of those kind of conversations, and I really appreciate the two of them because they have perspectives in life, so we can have these enriching discussions, so which in small bits contribute to the film.
Yeah, and if I can add to that, in turn, it contributes so much to the relationship of the two characters.
Absolutely.
Because Shashank is somebody who really encourages understanding the history of your character, and when there's that clash of ideologies and of understanding and faith and those things, it really defines your relationship that much better, especially in the second half of this film. When you know your character well, is when you start understanding the conflict in the relationship as well.
It helps you find reality.
A lot of reality,
authentic.
the reality of the relationship comes.
Right.
Hi, this is Shashank Khaitan.
This is Janvi.
This is Ishaan.
And
You're watching Bollywood Hungama.